Okay, we're live.
Okay.
I'm also gonna share my desktop or my monitor.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, it's because you shared the monitor, so it just kind of rebounded like over and over again.
So it never happened to me, so I don't know what's wrong.
Not really sure.
Should I just say, hold on. Let's see. Well, if you guys have the file, I guess we can just read them from our own.
Yeah, I have the sheet printed.
Okay. Let me download it. And this is for part 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you had time to prepare for lesson 3, or not? This is for lesson 2, right?
This is for lesson 2, yeah.
Okay, because I just did lesson 3. If you want it, but if not, we can meet Thursday, I guess.
Okay, I think I'm there.
Okay.
Got
Yeah.
it. So I guess we can just read the question, and we already have the answer, so it's just a matter of us knowing how we got to that result. Most of this first part is just theory, so I guess we just need to remember these terms and concepts.
Yes.
I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, because we're going to use them throughout this semester.
Yeah, the 5 steps are like, we're probably going to be using those in like every chapter.
Right. So let's.
So you want to tell them, Pearson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you want me to read it off, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So the 5 steps of the statistical process. First, design the study. Do you want me to read the definitions?
Sure.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So design the study. Researchers make a hypothesis about what they think the answer to the question will be. Second step, collect the data. So must understand data collection procedures, and a sample is a subset of that data. Number 3 is describe the data. We use any tools appropriate. This can include graphs to help understand or visualize the data. Number 4 is make inferences. So use the information contained in a sample from a population to make a general statement about the entire population. And then the 5th one is take action. Which action will take place in a certain situation. So you're just trying to find out, what'll happen in a certain situation.
So part of the first step is always to come up with a hypothesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in there too. It's not in like the 5 steps of the statistical process. Well, actually it is. Design the study. It says make a hypothesis.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right, so number 2, we have to match the following statistical terms with their appropriate definitions. And the first one, it's a simple random sample, or SRS.
Mm-hmm.
And for that one, it's C actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I got Z. Exactly. That's the easiest, right? Just like computer generated data information.
Yeah.
Okay. So the second one, it's stratified sampling. And that's
stratified sampling.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That's A. So subjects are in groups according to similarity of some characteristics like age, income level, political party, and specifically take a simple random sample from each group.
Okay.
Third one, it's systematic sampling, and that's B.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It says the subjects are in some sequential order. Randomly select one subject to start your sampling, then ask every kth subject.
Okay.
And the last one is cluster sampling, which is D.
Oh yeah. Here we have to remember that every okay, we randomly select one or more groups and then sample everybody in that group.
Right.
Yeah, everybody. Okay. Great.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and with number 3, Rosalia?
Okay, I will tell about the experiment is when researchers control to some degree the conditions under which measurements are made. For example, when using some doctor is treating patients and then give some patients a pill and give the others placebo. That's an experiment, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Then we got observational study, and it says researchers simply observe what happens around them without controlling the conditions under which measurements are made.
Mhm.
Was that like the audits? I think the example that we saw in the book.
I think it was auditing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. They cannot exert control.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You want to go on,
Yeah.
Pearson?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Uh, treatment, the new or experimental condition that is imposed on subjects. So that would be like whatever is like prescribed that they need to do, and then like that's their treatment.
Okay, and the placebo, right?
Well, placebo is part of that. Yeah, there's in the experiment they do the placebo and then the actual treatment, and then they see how it works out.
Okay.
The next one is response variable, the variable that changes or responds to the treatment. Can you explain that to me?
Oh, okay. So that's like, hold on.
I'm pretty sure I read it, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna just look it up in the book. So,
Okay. What I remember is that, for example, if you're conducting an experiment, like in question 8, they're testing the effectiveness of sleep, and in order to know how many hours of sleep the patients got in a week. So the response variable would be the hours of sleep they got in a week. Or in number 9, for example, they want to know the degree of skin irritation.
Okay.
So that's the response variable. Like, what do you want to the changes that you want to see, or if the pill or the cream or whatever the treatment is working or not.
Okay.
That's what I understood.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. I guess subjects is a pretty easy one. It's participants in the study.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about the next one?
Okay, the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. For the null hypothesis is your assumption, the foundational assumption. It is the first statement about the population that represents the status quo, or what you accept as true. And then if the null hypothesis is not true, then comes the alternative hypothesis. Okay?
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
The next one, it's a p-value, the probability that a result will be observed with that observed that is as extreme or more extreme than the information observed, assuming that the null hypothesis is true. Oh man. I had a lot of trouble understanding that part, and I already contacted you, Rosalie, on that. When we were reading about the null hypothesis when you are auditing and you're trying to see if a company has committed fraud, and I believe they give you a p-value, for example, of 0.05. So if it's higher than that, we should not reject the hypothesis.
The null hypothesis.
Right. the null.
Yeah.
I really don't understand that, but I just stick to it. But I don't understand how come if you find enough evidence to tell the company that they're committing fraud, you gotta reject the null hypothesis.
Do you know about the p-value, Pearson?
Not too much. I just kind of learned it reading this. It just kind of sounds like I'm not entirely sure how to explain it.
I didn't either. So,
And the book says that we don't have to worry about it right now. Just keep it in mind. Okay, don't worry. We'll understand it later. So it's okay.
The basics that I got from it was that if the p-value is low, the null hypothesis gets rejected, and if it's high, then the null hypothesis is accepted.
Accepted.
So,
Yes.
that's what we're gonna stick to, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll stick to until I understand it better.
Until more information is given.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, number 6. Do you want to go ahead and read those?
Yeah. Okay, so determine the correct sampling method for each scenario. A medical student researches the prevalence of aspirin usage by questioning all the patients who enter her clinic for treatment. And so for that one, I put convenience sampling.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
Okay, so the Colorado Department of Health obtains an alphabetical list of 2 million adult Colorado residents and constructs a pool of survey subjects by selecting every 1,000th name on the list after randomly choosing one person from the first 1,000 on the list. And for that one, I put systemic sampling.
Yes, systematic sampling. Yes,
Right.
me too.
Okay. In a Gallup poll of 1,059 students, the interview subjects were selected by using a computer to randomly generate telephone numbers that were then called. For that one, I put simple random sampling.
Okay, I agree.
Okay. A dietitian has partitioned people in age categories of under 18, 18 to 49, 50 to 69, and over 69. She is surveying a simple random sample of 200 members from each category. For that one, I put stratified sampling.
Right.
Right.
Okay. A Johns Hopkins University researcher surveys all cardiac patients in each of the 30 randomly selected hospitals. And for that one, I put cluster sampling.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay.
So number 7, it says the American Medical Association wanted to determine general patient satisfaction with the patient's primary care physician. Determine the type of sampling method used in the following scenarios. 1, they take a simple random sample of doctors and then sample all of the patients that the doctor works with. On that one, it's cluster sampling.
Yep.
That's what I put.
Okay, so they put all the residents' name in a computer and use a random number generator to get a sample of 100 patients. What do you guys put on that one?
Random sampling?
Yeah, I put simple random too.
Okay.
They divide the residents up by gender and then do a simple random sample of residents within each gender.
Mhm.
That's a stratified sampling.
Yeah.
Yep.
They randomly pick key intersections in the city and then picking every fifth person that walks by after randomly picking one of the first 5 people to be in the sample. And that's a systematic sampling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, number 8, it says determine for each scenario whether it is an observational study or an experimental design. If it is an experimental design, determine the response, treatment, and subjects. A. The Center for Disease Control obtains currently flu data by randomly polling 300 men and 300 women. They are not controlling the conditions. That's an observational study.
Right.
Yep.
And number B, you plan to conduct an experiment to test the effectiveness of sleep C, a new drug that is supposed to reduce, how is that pronounced?
Insomnia.
Okay, insomnia. So you randomly divide 1,000 patients into 2 groups where half get sleepy and the other placebo. You record the gender of each subject. You will then observe how many hours of sleep they get in a week. Okay, the response variable is hours of sleep they get in a week, the patients, and the treatment will be the sleep C or the placebo,
Uh-huh.
and the subjects is the 1,000 insomnia patients, and that's an experimental design.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I got.
Okay.
Okay,
Oops.
number 9. In September 2004, Nucris Pharmaceuticals, Inc. announced the results of its first human trial of MPI, whatever, a topical form of its skin ointment. A total of 224 patients diagnosed with skin irritations were randomly divided into 3 groups as part of a double-blind, placebo-controlled study to test the effectiveness of the new topical cream. The first group received a 0.5% cream. The second group received a 1% cream, and the third group received a placebo. Groups were treated twice daily for a 6-week period, and the degree of skin irritation was recorded at that time. So, A, is this a design experiment or an observational study?
And design.
Yeah, I got designed.
Right. Since we're using treatment, I guess they're controlling not the results, but
Yeah.
what are the subjects?
The patients do
Yeah.
the 224.
Mhm.
Okay. What is the response variable in the experiment?
Well, since they are observing and reporting the degree of irritation, for me, that's the response variable.
It is, right.
Yeah.
And the last one, what are the treatments? And we got the 0.5 cream, 0.5% cream, the 1% cream, and the placebo.
Yep.
Those are the treatments. Okay. And that's the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to review today?
I just want to know when are we going to meet again for lesson 3?
So when are we supposed to submit
It is due,
lesson 3 assignment?
it is due on the 12th.
The 12th.
Yes.
The
Oh,
group
that's
meeting
Thursday.
clue says? Or the group meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Man.
So we should meet Wednesday, right? Because
I
it's
think
due.
so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should. Okay.
Can you do that?
Okay, so
Yeah. So that's gonna be Wednesday at the same time. Is that okay?
yeah, 7:30.
Okay.
The hour is okay for you, Pearson? 7:30?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll meet this Wednesday at 7:30 then. We'll go over lesson 3, and it is a lot of formulas and stuff there. So I
Yeah.
already know it all.
Yeah, lots of questions. Julio, would you post the link?
Yes, I'll do that for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you, Julio.
Okay.
And
see you on
see
Wednesday.
you next Wednesday.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.